Maryland's 6th District, David Trone, who is going to be
He has our total support as he runs for the presidency of the United States. I want to thank my wife, June. Thank you as always. I want to thank the kids, Michelle, Julia, Natalie, Rob. Thank you all very much for all you brought with. You know, there were 7 other candidates in this race, and they each brought unique perspectives to the race. And I want to thank and honor the other 7 excellent candidates we have. So let's have a round of applause for them. Thank you. There's 2 overarching values, two values that we share in this campaign. The first value is that people are more important than politics. That people are more important than politicians. That's often overlooked. The second, thank you. Government is here not for today, but to look at the big picture and do what's right for people. The people of future generations, our children and their children. My mother was a former public school teacher. She always valued education first. America has unfortunately consistently devalued our teachers. Our teachers deserve that pre-K be made available for everyone in America. Our teachers deserve to teach to community college that's free and to have technical schools that create great folks that want to be a plumber, an electrician, a carpenter. Awesome jobs. Fantastic jobs that are much needed in this country. I learned some values from my dad. And the first value, the most important value, is to treasure new ideas. Congress cannot help people if they're not willing to embrace change. Are founded on diversity and the strength that diversity brings to America. At Total Wine, we look at 2 groups that are most important. First is our customers, and the second, our teammates. In government, those customers are called voters, and they're being ignored. In government, the team is called Congress, and all they're doing is fighting each other. Teams that fight each other, they never win. It never works. The point is, Congress has to become a team. Congress should be helping customers, helping voters, helping people. And remembering John Kennedy's remarks, of the people, by the people, but the most important phrase, the key phrase, was for the people. And that seems to have been lost. The American people are smart. As I've traveled this district the last 18 months and talked to over thousands of folks in all 5 counties, there's 3 things that they like to see in government. First of all, it's civility. Then it's competence. But most importantly, compassion. So for civility, we've got to stop the partisan attacks. We've got to work together. For competence, that actually means accomplishing something. Or as Martin Luther King said, an urgency of the now. That's missing. They fail in immigration reform. They haven't taken the steps to improve the education system. The crumbling infrastructure has not been addressed. and we have an $80 billion criminal justice system when that money should be spent up front on helping folks get the education. We still don't have universal health care. Yes, we've actually gone the wrong way. That's atrocious. The list goes on. What we really want for America is compassion, is empathy. Especially for the people that have no power, the people that have no PACs, no lobbyists speaking for them. They're the ones that are hurting the most, and government is doing nothing. 74,000 people died last year of opioids. Well, guess what? They had no PACs advocating for them. They had no lobbyists advocating for them. 40 million people live with mental illness. 17 million of those are children. There's no PACs advocating for them. There's no lobbyists speaking up for them. 22,000 people died of gun violence last year. That's atrocious. It's wrong. Well, there's no PACs. There's no lobbyists speaking for the dead. For many people, especially people of color, the education system is broken, and therefore good jobs and hope is non-existent. And they also have no PACs, no lobbyists.
Yeah.
We pledge to take no money ever from PACs, no money ever from lobbyists, because it distorts how we can help people. The people are way more important than the politics. America is only as good as the most vulnerable. These are the values of Democrats and many Republicans. We can agree on this. More unites us than divides us. But real leadership is necessary to create civility, drive competence, but always done with compassion. Now we must win in November against the Republican opponent who, along with President Trump, has demonstrated no empathy whatsoever. No compassion for the families that are separated on the border. No compassion for the DACA families and children to relieve their status, and instead treats them like a political pawn, a political tool. Congress has demonstrated their lack of civility, their lack of competence, no compassion, and what borders on cruelty. Let's energize our Democrats and the independents, and we need the Republicans, so we can work together to send a message about our values, the value of people over politics, and the value of long-term thinking about future generations. And as Bobby Kennedy said, let's leave this world in a better place.
Go, David!